Welcome to episode 9 of my Cancer Diary. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of a quick update as to where we are. So I went to see the surgeon on Tuesday last week, and my surgery was due to happen 2 days later. And he had a look at it and he decided that the skin hadn't quite healed enough to do the operation. So the surgery was then postponed. So I'm now due to have the surgery on Wednesday, the 3rd of June. And it was a little bit disappointing, but as I said to the surgeon at the time, I'd rather be safe than just get it over with as quickly as possible. So yeah, that's where it is. I've got to have 2 COVID tests before I go into surgery, and it's a bit annoying that they're both in Leeds, and I'm going to have to get a list to Leeds to go and have those COVID tests. But all of these things you have to go through, and hopefully it'll all be over soon, and I can start to think about rebuilding my life out in the world. But the thing you can't ignore while I've been going through this process with cancer is that we've got coronavirus as well going on in the background, and I'm quite disturbed and angry really that the government messaging has got so confused for a whole variety of different reasons. The messaging has got confused, and also things have happened that have enabled people to say, well, they're breaking the lockdown rules, these people in power, so why can't we do the same? And I've seen on social media, I've seen examples of police officers saying that that's being thrown back in their faces all the time now, that really the lockdown regulations are unenforceable. And that's really concerning to somebody like me. One of the things I am doing is I'm staying at home as much as I possibly can. In fact, I'm staying at home all the time, except I am getting out and walking the dogs twice a day, because I need the fresh air, I need the exercise. Most of the time, the sort of the pain, I get quite a bit of pain, but it's not too much that I can't manage to get out there and walk the dogs twice a day. And the evening walk in particular, I go out quite early in the morning and there's very few people around, but the evening walk has got more and more fraught. I mean, I've had to accept that I can't go in the local park. The local park is just far too crowded. There's far too many people in there. But even now, the woods where I go and walk the dogs, which I go to twice a day now, in the evenings, there aren't huge numbers of people there, but there are enough people there to make it feel uncomfortable. And there certainly are enough people there who obviously have no intention of paying heed to social distancing. And most of the time, I can sort of weave my way in and out of the trees and avoid them. But there are times where you come across people when you're not expecting it. And there are times when they just brush past you, obviously not intending to do any kind of social distancing. And there are times when I just have to either, as quick as I can, get off the path or turn around and go back the way I've come. And, this is what people don't seem to understand, is that if you've got a very, very good reason not to want the coronavirus, like I have, it adds the stress, the mental distress of all this. And it makes me wonder whether I should be going out. And it's got to the stage now where, my mindset now is, please let me get through to the operation. The worst thing that could happen now is that I test positive for coronavirus at one of these 2 tests I've got to do for 2 days before the operation. All I'm hoping for now is I can get through the next week and get to the operation, have the operation, and then begin to recover. My mindset now is I'm going to get it at some point, because these people, they seem determined to pass it on. And it's really threatening, and it's like, there's nothing you can do if these people are determined to come close to you in a confined space at times. And that's why I've been going out early in the mornings. And I really don't know what time to go out in the evenings, because people seem to be around all the time, and they're around in groups. They're walking close to you on paths. So at the moment, I just want to get through the next week to get to my operation, have the operation, to begin to recover, and if I get coronavirus after that, well, hopefully I'll be in a position to fight it off. What I don't want is for the people who are close to me to get it as well, because I'm close to people who have other health conditions themselves, and I don't want to pass it on. My main focus at the moment is getting through the next week to the operation without being infected by one of these idiots who won't keep their distance. And I'm afraid that is the position we're in through the confused messaging that's coming out of government circles now. Anyway, I remain optimistic about the cancer situation. I'm managing to keep the pain at bay a lot of the time. And come next week, I hope that's going to be the beginning of the end. Anyway, stay home, stay safe. If you're outside, please keep your distance. Let's beat this virus. I'll see you soon. Good to talk to you.